Yes, good afternoon, student. Today we will start our 7th chapter of microeconomics, production function and return to factor. Before starting this chapter, first we will understand some basic concept. As in the market, there are two core elements. First is consumer and another one is producer. And in our previous 4 chapters, we have studied about the consumer and its behavior. Means how he maximizes satisfaction by given level of income. Similarly, here we will assume that we are producer. It means from this chapter, we will come to know how as a producer we will maximize our profit by selling our commodity in the market. So in this stage, our first topic will be of production. So first we will know about the production. What is production? So firstly, production, it is the process. It is the process of transforming of physical input and physical output of a commodity. So student, here 3 terms I have underlined. First is process, second one physical input and physical output. Here we say कि production is a process. First of all, it's not a simple conversion, it is a process. It means we have to follow the certain process to convert physical input into physical output. Now what is the physical output or physical input? Here physical input and physical output is not considered as a value of physical input and physical output. It is just assumed as a material and the physical input and physical output. So now for example, suppose you want to produce the fan. So for producing the fan, you needed numerous of input factor or factor of production like steel, other kind of raw material, machines, labor, etc. So by our example we saw that production is totally dependent on the various input factors. So next our topic will be of production function. Now we see our next topic, production function. It shows technological relationship between physical input and physical output of a commodity. That's called our production function. If symbolically, if I like to write, एक बार कट करो. कट करो ना. Symbolically, we can say Qx is the function of L and K, or you can write Qx is the function of input 1, input 2, input 3 and so on. So what is Qx? Qx means quantity of output, F means function, L means labor, K means capital. So on the basis of these various inputs, our production or the quantity of output dependent. Now we have seen that the production is a function of various inputs. So we will come to know what kind of the factor of production and input we have to use during the production process. During the production process, a producer has to use various kinds of input factors that call types of inputs, or you can say types of factor of production. There are two types of factor of production or factor input that a producer has to use during the production process. Number first, fixed factor, or you can say fixed input. Another one, variable inputs or variable factor. Now we will study what is fixed input. Fixed input are those inputs whose application, size or quantity doesn't change with the change in level of output. Alternatively, you can say that such inputs not directly relate or directly varies with the level of output. For example, machine, land, building and permanent staff. Etc. Now what are the variable factor or variable input? These are those inputs or factor that quantity or application varies with the level of output. It means as the output level increases, the quantity of variable factor also increases. You can say various factor input, labor, raw material, power, fuels, etc. So now we have come to know that what kind of the input factor are being used by the producer, fixed factor and the variable factor. Production function, on the basis of the time period, production function is classified into the two parts, short run production function and long run production function. This short run production function can be studied with the reference of return to a factor, and this long run production function can be studied with the reference of return to a scale. Now what is this short run production function and the return to a factor? It's the period of time when the producer can change or increase its level of output by varying only one variable factor, that is labor. Other factor means the fixed factor will remain constant. And in the long run production function, a producer can vary or change its level of output by changing its all the factor. It means in the long run no factor remain constant, whereas in the short run one factor, that is a fixed factor, remain constant. And in the short run period, the scale of production, scale of output is scale of production, you can say that the fixed factor remain constant, and in the long run the scale of production or scale of output remain constant, that is the fixed factor not remain constant. For example, as I have given a equation Qx, quantity of commodity is the function of L and K. Here K means capital is remaining constant. For example, suppose a producer produce 40 units of a commodity by using 4 labor and 6 unit of capital or 6 unit of machine. As his output increases by 5 unit, that is 45 unit, then how he increase his level of output? You can see that he increased only the unit of labor, but the machinery and the fixed capital is remain same, that is 6 unit. Whereas in the long term period, you can see output when he produced 40 units of commodity by using 5 unit of labor and 6 unit of machine. As his output increases by 10 units, that is of 50 units, then he increases both labor as well as capital. But in our class 11 syllabus, we have to study only the short run production function. Our next topic is concept of product. Before starting the concept of product, first we will understand what is product. Product or output is the volume of goods produced by a firm or a industries during a specified period of time. And the concept of product is classified into the 3 angles. That first is TP, that's called the total product, MP, marginal product, AP, average product. Now what is the total product? It means total quantity of a product produced by a firm during a given period of time with given number of labor. And this total product or TP you can calculate by using these 2 formulas. TP equal to sigma MP, that is marginal product, or AP means average product multiply unit of labor. Likewise, what is the marginal product? It is addition to the total product by employing an additional unit of a labor. And MP you can calculate by TPN minus TPN minus 1. Now here what is this TPN, MPN and TPN minus 1? Suppose you want to calculate the MP of the third unit. Then how to calculate the MP of third unit? From the given TP of third unit, you will subtract the previous unit of the TP, that is of second unit of TP. Then you can able to calculate the TP of the specific unit. Alternatively, you can calculate the MP. MP equals to change in TP upon change in unit of labor. Now next, AP. What is AP or average product? It is per unit product of variable factor. How you can calculate AP? AP equal to TP divided by unit of labor.